Hey guys, it's Wolf here, welcome to this video. In this video we're going to do a quick Kadena kind of like price prediction in terms of I'm going to show you some data, like what's happening on chain, on Kadena, because that's the true beauty of blockchain. It's open finance, it's permissionless. So we can see what's happening on the chain. So let me show you. So last year I turned $500 into over $300,000. Okay, so if you want to see my new picks, check out the Golden Portfolio membership and see you there. So Kadena was one of my top picks back then. I found it before basically no one. No one talked about this when I found it. So it was like 80 cent range. I bought tons, made 20x. So I made crazy money, hundreds of thousands of dollars with this. Couple of my clients back then also bought it. They made crazy money. I don't know if they took profits. I took profits here. I tried to tell people here that hey, profit taking is necessary. So, but a lot of people, this was their first bull run. I don't know if anyone took profits, but I did because this was not my first bull run, you know. So I took profits heavily, and yeah. But anyway, let's look at Kadena. So total value locked on blockchain. So layer one blockchain. So layer one blockchain. I'm not going to explain you what the blockchain is, but you can join the Golden Portfolio membership, and there I will explain you what the blockchain is, because a lot of people don't even know what blockchains are, like why they work and how they, when you know. So if you want like no-brainer explanation, I will just tell it to you like I would tell it to 5-year-old. Like it's the most simple way. Highly recommend you to check it out because you have to know it if you want to make crazy money with crypto. Anyway, so the number one blockchain is Ethereum. Well, there's also Bitcoin, but you can't build anything on top of Bitcoin. So my number one favorite is Ethereum. And if you look at total value locked on Ethereum, so you can on the blockchains you can build smart contracts, and when you build a lot of smart contracts and write logic on those smart contracts, it becomes a protocol, and you can deploy that protocol on Ethereum virtual machine. Okay, so then the protocol just doesn't stop, it just works. Anybody can interact with the protocol, it's permissionless, and that's great. So on those protocols, people can take their money and put it in the protocol, and that's what the total value locked is. So you can lock your capital on those protocols. So there's lending, borrowing protocols, all kinds of like decentralized exchanges. Then there's the kind of like a central bank type of protocols, stable. There's tons of stuff. Okay, and no more stuff is being built now. 88 billion is total value locked on all of them. 54 billion is total value locked is on Ethereum. So over 60% of the value is locked on Ethereum. So if you look at like all the best protocols are basically on Ethereum. No one is even close. So that's what Kadena is. It's kind of like a blockchain with like proof of work and proof of stake elements, and the total value locked there is only 4 million. So literally this is what's happening on Kadena. There is not like, you look at this, there's literally no value in the actual blockchain like locked, because the applications that are built on top of Kadena, there is no good applications. And what is a good application? Something that users want to use. Okay, so when you know something is good, is that people are willing to pay money to use it. Like if you want to go to McDonald's and buy some dirty Mac, you go there, you give you their money, and you want the damn burger, and you are like, this is so freaking good. So you pay for it, right? So the protocols are the same. Even though there are permissions, you have to pay to use the protocol, right? Because that's just simple economics, like economies, consumers, basically. So there's producers and then there's consumers. That's economic. No, that's economy. So you can see that on Ethereum, is a 3.6 million dollars per day with fees, and Uniswap $4.6 million per day for fees. Absolutely, these are monster protocols. Now, if you think like, okay, Ethereum has so much fees because it's so costly, it costs so much. Well, yeah, but yeah, that also. But if you look at Binance Smart Chain, Binance Smart Chain is one of the cheapest blockchain, and it's generating 600k per day with revenues. Okay, and I can show you like with Kadena, if the total value locked is like 4 million. Let me show you. Another one is, well, like, if you look at Cardano, I don't like Cardano. So it's 136 million on Cardano, and Cardano is generating with 136 million 8k, uh, revenue. So I think that Kadena is generating like something like $80 to like $200 worth of, you know, fees probably, which means that no one is using the protocol. Okay, so I don't like to invest in the bear market in the things that people don't use. In the bull market, I invested in the Kadena. Like a lot of people, this is way too advanced for a lot of people. They're like, "Oh, what's happening?" But some people, if you understand what I'm saying here, when in the bull market you want to buy when there's like narrative picks, like people are like, okay, this is going to be the next thing. And then if you get before those, this is going to be next thing, kind of like, guys, you make crazy money. These are like, this is the next big thing. So then people just bought and I cashed out. You know that you have those narrative picks work on bull markets, but not in bear. Like right now, also we're start of the bear market, so I won't do this and I won't buy these things. I only buy stuff that has real volume and real user adoption. And so this is my thesis. Within 3 to 5 years, is there going to be more users and user adoption? And if so, is there going to be a token to capture that value? And right now, I'm looking at Kadena, and so I have learned if something works, it works instantly. Think about basically look at Solana. Well, I don't look Solana. I don't. But for example, Ethereum, it just instantly picked up. You know, like building stuff on it, and then just But with Kadena, it's like there's not that much happening. You know, the biggest one here is Babina, and this is just like BS. So that's very like concerning to me. The first one should be the decentralized exchange. So the first one is like BS. Like people just stake this token and get more of the token. Like that's more. And then there's the launchpad, so people are just speculating new projects being built on Kadena, but there's no actually like valuable value on Kadena. And also, you could be like Dex is like, okay, you have to only pay this kind of Dex, but people don't want to come to Kadena change to pay for like 1 cent to do trades. Like, are you kidding me? Ethereum is currently the number one, like absolute destroy, which is destroying. Okay, so you know. But if I see that Kadena starts growing like absolute crazy, yeah, I might buy more. Or not buy more, but buy something. I don't own any Kadena right now. And I was the chain with the because they have kind of like a web chain where or chain web whatever it was. They have like multiple chains. They have like you get to scale it in infinitely with the chains, but it's very complicated. It's just like insane. Like when I was using, I was like, "Yo, what is happening here?" So I can send it through different chains. It's not very user friendly. It's like, so I don't like it right now. So, but I bought it back then and I made crazy money because it was narrative peak and I was early. But I have found new projects and I have it's like you can if you have been following me you know that I have good like I learned from my mentors like if you have 60% of your picks are great like you're going to make so much money like I have 60% of my picks have been absolutely crazy and those that have been crazy they've been like crazy in fast crazy I mean it was crazy so if you want to see like what I'm buying on the bear market, like getting the golden portfolio members. I remember when I was looking at Kadena and I was telling people like, look, like this is the best thing ever. People were like, I don't know. But now when the price went up, everybody was to me like, whoa, Kadena is the best. And fear when everybody was said Kadena is the best, I was like, yo, yes, you can buy mine. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I've seen this many times. Like when a lot of people agree with something, you are too late. Like if you go to tell your idea to your neighbor and they say that's great, you are too late. So the same thing with crypto space. Is if everybody is saying on Twitter it's a great idea, I mean get out fast. Like just get out, you know. And yeah. Anyway, so this was the video. I think that this, yeah, it's already like 10 minutes. I hope that you found this video valuable. Like I showed you like what's really happening there, and you can see that there's like people buy these tokens. Like if you go ask people like why do you buy Cardano and why do you buy Kadena, for example, people are like, it's the best, it's the Ethereum killer, but they don't even know what they don't even know what that means. Like they don't even understand the basic structures of like a blockchain and what, like, you know, whole like economics work. Like they actually don't like you know, the like Mark Cuban said it very easily understandable. So if you make something like A and it gets a lot of user adoption, and if you make something like B and it's a little bit better than the A, it's not enough to create network effect. So the B would like, um, you know, surpass the B. So this, if you have some like A and it's crushing it, the next thing has to be like astronomically different and better. And when I look at Ethereum versus Kadena, Kadena is not infinitely better than Ethereum. Period. Thank you. See you at the Golden Portfolio membership. Peace out. So I'm not buying.